Alright, today I'm going to show you how to make a personalized greeting card using Adobe InDesign. If it's a holiday or you've just got someone special in your life that you want to make something like this for, there's no better gift than something personalized. Especially if you don't have a lot of money, you can create something really nice and special for that person. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and get Adobe InDesign opened up, and we're going to go to Create New. It should bring up a new document screen like this. We're going to go to Print. We're going to go select letter size, and then when it says units, we're going to go from picas. We're going to switch that over to inches like that, and then we're going to say create. Once your document's open, the first thing we're going to do is create some guides for us to know. We're going to end up taking this single sheet of paper and folding it to where there's 4 squares in it, and that way we have a card that we can print out on one sheet of paper on one side. So the first thing you're going to do is, you notice this ruler up here, 0 starts here, it goes to 8.5. 0 starts at the top of this page, it goes to 11. That's a classic 8.5 by 11 regular size sheet of paper. So what we're going to do is click on the ruler up here, and you notice this comes up, and we're going to drag down to what is half of 11, which is 5.5, and we're going to notice that it ended on that marker there, and we're going to do the same thing coming this way, except half of 8.5 is 4.25 inches right there. So you notice we have 4 very evenly sized things, and those guides won't show up when we print, but they will show us what we're working with here. So we are going to get a little tricky with this. If you look at this, this shows you actually what parts of this paper are going to be what. So basically we're going to fold it in half along this line and fold it then in half along this line. So this will end up being the front of the card. This will be the inside left page, the inside right page, and the back of the card. So I'm going to show you how to design things and then flip them upside down so that it works when we fold the card. So as you get started, the first key is the same key we have in all of our publications, and that is know who your audience is, because you can't make something good and effective and meaningful if you don't know who your audience is. So you need to first decide who is your audience for this card. Who are you going to give this card to? And once you decide that, you'll have a better idea of what the card needs to say. Because you could make a general card that says Happy Holidays or Season's Greetings or Thank You. And if those messages could go to anyone, it's not special. So you're being able to create something really special right now. So really think about your audience, maybe a memory you shared, an inside joke you have, some things like that where it's a one-of-a-kind card that they couldn't get anywhere else. And that's what you're going to try to create today. For this example, I'm going to make a holiday card for my wife. And as I was thinking about this, I was thinking about how a year ago from when I was making this video around this time, we had snow in San Antonio. It's a really good memory that my wife and I had going out and playing in the snow together and kind of being like kids again. So I have a photo from that I want to use. That photo's on my phone, so there's one of two things I can do. I can try to email myself the photo and open it up in email here and then download it. Or if I've got an iPhone, I can actually select the photo on my phone and airdrop it to the computer I'm working on. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. To airdrop, all you need to do is make sure you have Wi-Fi connected on your device. Then click on the Finder down here, the little face, and there should be, under Favorites, there should be AirDrop. You need to make sure first that it says allow me to be discoverable by, and you're going to change this. If it says no one, click it to everyone. And as you can see, one of our school computers is showing up on this, and as well as my phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm seeing the same thing. I'm seeing on my phone, when I go to AirDrop this, it's got a couple of options for me. It's got 2 computers. If you look at the 6-digit number on the sticker on the back of your computer, it's going to have a number there. And that number that shows up on your phone should match the computer you're trying to airdrop it to. So I have this selected on my phone. I'm going to select the computer I'm working on right now, and it should pop up here. And here it says Singleton's iPhone wants to send you a photo. I'm going to accept, and if you notice, that drops down to my downloads there. So the next thing I'm going to do is go down here to downloads, and you can see there's the photo. It's not great quality, because of the lighting and everything, but it's going to work for what I'm doing. So I'm going to open up the server. I'm going to go to my folder in my class, and let's see. I'm going to make myself a folder since I don't really have one. And where did I go? Singleton, there I am. I'm going to drag this into my folder on the server. That's important to do so that if you ever try to open this up somewhere else, you have it. So you've got that airdropped now. It's ready to place. So I've kind of got an idea for how I want to do this card, and I actually airdropped a couple more photos. So I'm going to go first here to File and Place. And that might take a second to open up. And I'm going to go grab this from, I know I saved these photos on the server in my folder, and I'm going to see which one I want first. I'm going to do this really sweet picture first. Sorry if this grosses you out. And I'm going to come here, and you notice now when I say place, it's a part of my cursor. So that's good because I can draw this the size I want to. I'm going to click and hold down and make that the size of the first page and kind of set it in the middle for what I'm doing here. Then I'm going to go back and file place. Let me show you a different way to file place. The other way to place a photo is you can actually open up the screen like this. You can go to your folder, so you don't have to do file place. You can also do this here. And for the second one, I want this one. And I'm going to put that on that inside page. Now remember, I told you I'm going to show you how to twist it around. So if you look at your toolbar here, if you click down on this tool down here, it's the free transform tool, the rotate tool, the scale tool, and the shear tool. We're going to use the rotate tool. Here's how that works. Wherever I click this little target is going to hold the photo down there. So if I click it here, then you'll notice that the photo rotates around that point. I'm going to click it right as close to the center as I can, and I'm going to just flip it around. And if you want it to make sure that it's straight, you can hold down Shift, and it'll only let you do it at nice angles there. So now I flipped that photo. I'm going to grab the black arrow, kind of center it, so when I fold that, we've got this going on here. Okay, now I'm going to add text, so I'm going to grab the T tool, and I'm going to do a text box up here, and I'm going to type my front of the card message. I'm going to put I hope, then I'm going to highlight it and pick out a font that I want to use. You can pick any font that you like that you think looks good, and then I'm going to increase the size quite a bit. Remember, 72 point is 1 inch tall, so I like that. If you want to center this, you can go up here to the align center and center it, and then I'm going to click on it and Command C to copy it, Command V to paste it because I want that same font, and I'm going to say it snows again. It's too big for the text box, so I'm going to click in here, press Command A, it will select everything in that text box, and I'm going to bring the size down for this till it all fits in there. So the front of my card says, I hope it snows again, and then I'm going to do the inside of my card. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click what I want here, copy and paste it, set it here. I don't know if I want it right up against the edge there, because when I fold it, that may go disappearing. So I'm going to make a bigger text box. So you can see now I've added my text. Now I need to flip that around again, so I can go grab the rotate tool again, or if you notice, if I just hover my mouse when I have the black arrow in the corners, this comes up. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to press Shift and flip that. Okay, so my bit that I'm doing here is I hope it snows again, so you can watch me try and eat all of the flakes. Okay, so what I'm trying to go for is that it's supposed to feel like it's a really like heartfelt romantic card on the front, and then it's like my goofiness on the inside. So what I'm going to do is change this font to be a little more like stereotypically like a romantic font, or something that looks kind of fancy. So I'm going to do like I hope It's nose again in sort of this script font here. Let's see. Again, I may have to select all, bring this down, bring it back up a little bit, and you'll notice too I have to bring this down from that folding edge a little bit. And then last but not least, I might want to do just a real simple logo or something in the back that says created by and my name. There we go. Now, this is a pretty basic one that I just did as an example for you. You could spend more time on it. You could use a photo. You could also watch the video on turning a photo into a line drawing, and I think that could have a really cool effect if you had like a piece of artwork or line drawing that's meaningful to you and whoever you're giving it to on here. But this creates a really nice card, and you can kind of specialize it and make it what you want it to be. When you're ready to print it, follow the printing instructions in the video that follows.